Well, we saw that Florida's been declared for Trump. All 30 electoral votes going to the former president. Let's go ahead and check in with 10 Tampa Bay's Eric Glasser, who is live from Trump's watch party this evening.
Hey there, Courtney. Yeah, and of course, as you might imagine, applause erupted here just a few minutes ago as Florida was called. Same thing for South Carolina. But really, the folks who know here about what you guys were just talking about, those votes that need to be gotten in states like North Carolina, that's where they're keeping their eyes, like Georgia, and of course, up into Pennsylvania. Who else is doing that? Well, of course, the former president, who we are told is at Mar-a-Lago tonight with his family a short distance from here at the convention center. Let me show you some of the pictures of what it looks like here inside the convention center. Some of those loyal constituents and followers of Donald Trump who have now descended upon the convention center itself. Probably 1,000, maybe 2,000 people now here. They say to me that they are cautiously optimistic. Others say they are more confident, certainly, in the outcome of this election than they were 4 years ago. They say that because of lawyers and poll watchers scattered across the country. And when you speak to political insiders, they say it's a mixed bag for them. There is still confidence in the number of Republicans that turned out early to vote and the number who were standing in line today to cast their ballots. And in fact, the former president asked folks to keep standing in line, even if it takes hours to cast those ballots. He was also asked the potential for political violence as this may trail on for hours or days, depending upon the outcome. Here is what he had to say.
I don't have to tell them that. I don't have to tell them that there'll be no violence. Of course there'll be no violence. My supporters are not violent people. I don't have to tell them that. And I certainly don't want any violence, but I certainly don't have to tell. These are great people. These are people that believe in no violence.
The former president says he has not prepared any speeches, and when asked whether win or lose, this would be his last campaign, he says he thinks so. He was also asked whether, unlike in 2020 when he came out early and declared victory, whether he'd be planning to do so. He said no, this time around he understands that this is going to be a close race. And he said as long as it's fairly counted, he will continue to watch it closely and would be willing to concede as long as they believe that the outcome is fair. We will certainly be watching the returns here in West Palm Beach and gauge that reaction, and especially if, of course, Mr. Trump and his family come here to speak, we'll, of course, pass that along to you as well. For now, reporting live in West Palm Beach, Eric Glasser, 10 Tampa Bay.